Yeah, think to our way. I don't know any more of that song, and don't pretend like you know how to sing that song either. Lion King, Part 2. Actually, it's Part 1. They just remade it. It's not a new movie. It's a remake. Straight up, you want to call this shit live action? You better have real goddamn lions in the movie, okay? I want to see blood. I want this movie to take you 50 years to film it, just waiting for wild animals in Africa to do some shit that's in sequence with the film, okay? There was no real live action, okay? Just don't call it that. But I digress. And listen, I'll admit some stuff in this video. This isn't really a Lion King review. It's pretty much all it is. But I almost made a video before seeing Lion King talking about how pointless it was to make Lion King live action. They're just remaking all these movies, and I was gonna be like, it's a money grab. Here's what movie I wanted to see. I want to see a Lion King prequel, okay? Ain't no one giving a shit about Lion King 2 and Lion King 2.5 or 1.5. You remember that bullshit? Watch out for the hyenas. I saw it once, okay? It wasn't that good. That's where the real stories are at. Sometimes like, yeah, nice sequel, but dude, we're just gonna have this epic Mufasa character, and we're not gonna know shit about how he got so epic. That's a story I wanna see, the story of Mufasa. Here's another thing. I was gonna film a video and I was like, I don't want the same movie over again. I wanna know how Scar got his scars, and shout out to Disney for giving me that. There will be some spoilers in this video, so leave now and never come back. Boom. The biggest questions that I had leading into Lion King: where did Scar get his scars? We find out in this movie, finally. So I was a little worried starting this movie. The beginning sequence, the exact same movie as the cartoon, and I thought, oh no, I've made a big mistake, because now I'm about to see the same bullshit kid movie in HD, because it was going frame for frame, which I guess was probably a cool nod. Oh, this is it. This is the same movie. I messed up, and you know what? Disney just made some money off of me. Here's where I do think it got really good. They started filling in a lot of the cracks that obviously this kid movie had with some questions I had as an adult, like, where the fuck did Scar get his scars? I'm sorry for cursing. What do you expect, okay? I'm not a Disney reviewer. I can now die happy knowing that Scar got his scars by challenging Mufasa. Mufasa did that shit to his face. Mufasa was like, welcome to Pride Rock, motherfucker. Enjoy your fucked up face for the rest of your goddamn life. Why don't you go live in that cave over there, huh? But I loved it. I give the movie a solid 8 out of 10. And here's the thing, when it does come to live action animation, it does get you more than just watching a cartoon, because you're able to separate, but things are so lifelike. Like if I watch a cub get messed up on National Geographic, I'm like, oh, that's pretty messed up. That sucks, seeing that little cub, you know, circle of life. I learned so much from Lion King that I applied to National Geographic. So Disney, you nailed that shit by teaching me like, hey, that's circle of life. We all gotta eat, fam. Seeing Simba all messed up and get chased by hyenas, it felt like I was watching a hurt dog on the side of the road, being like, oh, poor thing. Seeing Mufasa die in 4K, fuck you up. You're gonna have a bad time. You go in to watch that movie and you don't think it's gonna pull on your heartstrings, you're gonna have a bad time, you know? And here's the thing is, I do like new stories. I don't like that they're kind of repeating a lot of stuff and like all this live action. And it almost feels like, this is the thing, is I feel like Disney's like a stripper in a club who's pretending that they really like me and they want to dance with me. They're like, hey, everybody else in here is super lame, but you seem really cool. Why don't we go in like in the private room and just like, if you just pay for that, then we can just go hang out and not be around all these losers. All it is Disney feeding on nostalgia. And that's the thing is, I grew up on Lion King. Like that shit is nostalgic as ish to me, you know? Like, of course I'm gonna go watch it, but here's the thing, I'm in the strip club with Disney. I know that's what you're doing, Disney, but hey, look, I'm just trying to get dance, Disney. You know, I'm okay with it, just, we know there's a business thing happening here, but I'm okay with it, okay? I came to the club, I know I'm at the Rhino, all right? So just give me that shit and don't quit trying to pretend, all right? Like everybody, we all know this is what Disney is doing, but I don't really care, do you? You know, I'm fine with it right now. But here's some fucked up shit, and I don't want to get too off topic with Lion King. Y'all just gonna remake Mulan? Not gonna have Mushu in it? Motherfucker stole the movie? Mushu? You're not even gonna have Mushu? Mushu? Really? No Mushu. We're gonna have Mulan with no Mushu. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm not okay with that. And here's what else I'm not okay with. Rafiki. I was very happy with the build-up because the first thing I noticed, okay, where's Rafiki's staff? Y'all just gonna pretend he doesn't have a staff? You're gonna take away the coolest piece of Rafiki, which was his staff that his hyena killer? You're just gonna take that away from him? Make him walk around the movie with a weird little limp thing just like that? I respected the build up to where he finally got that shit out of his little hole. Motherfucker just killed the tree. We're talking about life and shit, and this living tree carved a hole in it, had his staff in there, which was pretty dope when he finally pulled it out. Because Disney knew, they're like, just wait, we're gonna build this up and he's gonna pull it out like he's Yoda pulling out a lightsaber. That's what it felt like. Here's where you drop the ball. You gave him some bullshit fight choreography, all right? He barely got to beat up hyenas. You just gave him a couple slaps. Listen, Rafiki is a trained martial artist, okay? Give this man the respect that he deserves. And where's his butt at? We're just gonna pretend that baboons don't have big old booties. With the DVD version, I expect to see a baboon butt on the back of a baboon. Thank you. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, as Simba. Dope as shit. I thought he nailed it. You know what I didn't like? And I'm sure this is gonna get me some hate. Beyonce didn't need to be in the fucking movie. What was that? She went all crazy with her vibrato. She did her Beyonce thing, and she made Nala about Beyonce. Not bringing life to Nala, but she tried to make it about Beyonce. You hear that? Ooh. It didn't feel like I was hearing Beyonce sing a Lion King song. It felt like Lion King was doing a Beyonce song. Does that make sense? Some of y'all worship Beyonce. I like her music and I love the shit out of Jay-Z, but how dope would it have been if Jay-Z was the voice of Mufasa? If Jay-Z was Mufasa, that movie would be, hyenas, put your damn hands up. Hey, Scar, aw. Yo, the scene where Mufasa like comes back from the dead in the sky, he'd be like, allow me to reintroduce myself, my name is Moo. That doesn't make any. And I even pride myself on being able to do music. Moving on. This has gone off the rails. We ain't even gonna put this out. Fuck it, we'll put it out. Who gives a shit? Listen, they nailed the hyena characters. They went perfect. They went the other way with it. They created 3 characters. It just felt like everything evolved. I love Timon and Pumbaa. They nailed the characters, the voices. Timon's dry humor was amazing. I loved it. Pumbaa, Seth Rogen is, no offense Seth, but is kind of like the human embodiment of Pumbaa, especially with the way he laughs and everything. Like hearing Seth Rogen do Pumbaa was like, oh, you were meant to be Pumbaa. When you came out the womb, they were like, that's a Pumbaa right there. So thank you for that. It was great to witness that. It was just great to witness that. And by far, my favorite character, which I didn't like in the cartoon, but I liked so much in the movie, fucking Sazu. They made Sazu in this movie just a gangster-ass little bird, just down for the cause, like from day one. He's one of those people that's just ride or die. Everybody needs a Sazu in their life that's just like trying to talk you out of bad shit. And it's like a roller coaster. It's just like tick, 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 yo, we shouldn't do this, blah, 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 tick, 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 tick. But as soon as it's going down, Sazu's like, fuck it, Pride Rock to the day I die. He was a gangster ass bird. They had him fighting hyenas in this shit and throwing Scar off the trail. But I just felt like he didn't get the credit he deserved. Gangster ass little bird, little hornbill. They just did a good job with it. I'll be honest, it was a great movie. Tell me what you thought of Lion King. Did you like it the way I did? Who was your favorite character? I'm still going with Sazu, gangster ass little bird. And I'm still pushing for a prequel. I want to see the story of Mufasa and Scar coming up together with their dad as king. And we get that story. Kind of like Game of Thrones. I want the prequel. I want to see how this shit got established. I want to see the dark times with the hyenas and shit. That's all. I love y'all.